as a way to deepen my inquiry. Listen each day and deepen your own practice. Welcome. I'm reviewing and commenting on the book Talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. Today is from Talk 513, Part 2. Questioner: what is the final enunciation according to the foregoing explanation? Maharshi: the ativahika, or the sukshma sarira, correspond to the pure light which one experiences just after sleep and before the rise of the ego. It is cosmic consciousness. That is only the light reflected from the heart. When the reflection ceases and abides as the original light in the heart, it is final emancipation. Questioner: but Yoga Vasishta says that the chitta, mind, of a Jivan Mukta is achala, unchanging. Maharshi: so it is. Achala chitta, the unchanging mind, is the same as Suddha Manas, pure mind. The Jnani's Manas is said to be Suddha Manas. The Yoga Vasishta also says that Brahman is no other than the Jnani's mind. So Brahman is Suddha Manas only. In this dialogue, the questioner asks Sri Ramana Maharshi about the meaning of final emancipation. Ramana begins by explaining the nature of the subtle body, sushma sarira, which is experienced in the moment between deep sleep and the rise of the ego. This subtle state represents pure light and cosmic consciousness, but it still is only a reflection of the true light that resides in the heart, the spiritual heart. This true light is the source of all consciousness and is beyond the ego and mind. Final emancipation, according to Ramana, occurs when this reflected light no longer exists as a separate entity and merges with the original light in the heart. In other words, liberation is the realization that there is no separation between the self, yourself, and the source of all consciousness. The self is the only self that is. The questioner then refers to a teaching from the Yoga Vasishta that says the mind of a Jivan Mukta, a liberated being, is unchanging, or achala. Ramana agrees with this, explaining that the achala mind is the same as a pure mind, Suddha Manas. He further clarifies that for a jnani who has realized the self, their mind is always pure, free from the ego and fluctuations of thought. The mind of a jnani in this pure state is not different from Brahman, the ultimate reality. In this sense, the jnani's mind is Brahman itself. Ramana Maharshi's teachings here is centered around the idea that true freedom or emancipation is not about the mind or ego achieving something new. It is about the realization that the mind, when free of its impurity, is already one with Brahman. The reflection of consciousness that we experience through the mind is only an indirect experience of the true light. When this reflection is seen for what it is, a temporary and partial view of reality, and the mind merges back into the heart, then final liberation is achieved. This dialogue emphasizes the importance of recognizing the nature of the mind and its connection to the self. Liberation, or final emancipation, is the complete dissolution of the ego and the mind's false sense of separation, allowing the self to shine in its fullness. So know yourself and be always free and at peace. In 40 Verses on Reality, Ramana Maharshi explains the nature of the self, the ultimate reality, and self-inquiry. My new book, with my comments and inquiry questions, opens these teachings up and brings them into your practice and experience. Available now from Amazon. Link in the video description. These videos bring Ramana's teachings into your direct experience. Click subscribe to see more. Click thumbs up to like, and send questions and start a dialogue with a comment.